I wonder, can you pop out the YouTube chat?
Yes, you can, I think. But anyway, I'm just going to get started now because it's time and all that. So, yes. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be for you, because it's morning for me. Welcome to another week of streaming and Source Filmmaker stuff. And I am being joined by a spirit of the wolfish
Hello.
kind. Because he said that he wanted to join me on the stream for chatting, and I was just like, okay, if you want to, assuming that you don't fall asleep like you
Nope,
did
I'm
last
actually
time.
awake. I'm awake this time. What?
So yeah, just sitting here waiting for Source Filmmaker to start up.
I wonder.
What are you
I
wondering
wonder.
about?
See if I can. I can't pop out the chat on my YouTube, which is annoying, so I'm gonna press something.
Oh, for God's sake, I thought I updated that yesterday. Comes up telling me, oh, this thing needs updating. I'm just like, but you asked me to update that yesterday, and I did. So why does it need updating again now? Do I play Fortnite? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I do not play Fortnite. Played it for about an hour and I thought, this is boring. And I can't remember what I need to change the text. Oh, so I do.
Oh yeah, it says
I'm not
Warframe up
currently
there.
playing Warframe. And I don't play Roblox either. Tried that a couple of times.
I'm.
Demon Lord, I tend to change my username because when you... Type up my channel inappropriate stuff. What, inappropriate
Oh,
stuff shows up, or... Anyway, now I just gotta sit here and wait for this to finish loading, because there's a lot of stuff. I did try
I
working on
got to
this
work.
yesterday, but I only got about 5 seconds done.
TG's commission
Yeah,
or Air's commission.
basically.
So if you chat, the stream is paused and I have music playing. So yes,
Yeah, that's helpful.
that works.
So yeah, this was pretty much what I did yesterday. Yeah, that was all of about 5 seconds. Because I literally was just like yesterday thinking, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna work on some stuff today and do a lot of stuff, do a lot of fun things. It wasn't until about sort of about 4:30 when I actually started getting to work on anything.
Yeah.
And then of course spent about an hour and a half trying to do things. Ended up having to do something else because is there actually anything at the end of this tunnel? Oh, that's just back the way they came. I got turned around. I can't remember which direction we originally came in.
Yeah.
Um,
Hello, everyone in chat.
Post this on YouTube. I'm going to give it a like. Well, yes, but that really depends on whether Error wants to upload this to his channel, considering that this is his commission and all that.
You can give the stream a like, though.
Yeah, you can give the stream a like. That's true. I always keep forgetting that's a thing. And I would be playing music, but I do need to kind of... I mean, should I play some music?
Yeah.
Just that I'm probably going to keep stopping and starting it because I need to keep listening to the music that's playing on Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not listening to the music at the moment, but I can always just stop it and play it as I need. So, music.
Yeah. What you gonna play?
There. Just hope this doesn't make Source Filmmaker poo itself. Yeah. Not very appropriately fitting music, but whatever. Alright.
What music you're playing?
That MMORPG album again. That I found on Epidemic Sound, which I actually forgot to link to Error because he asked me for it. Oh, hey, Akage, you're up early as well. Oh, no, wait, hang on, you're European, aren't you?
Hello, Kage. There she is.
I just keep forgetting where Kage's from. Because you're an American spirit, but Error and Kage are them Europeans.
Yep. I'm the border one.
Yeah. And although we're currently going through the whole thing with Brexit, and I might not technically be European at some point in the near future, I'm seriously starting to think that that's not going to happen eventually. Because it's just like, Brexit is just being a friggin' mess at the moment.
God.
Because they're all talking about going, oh, we may end up having to go with a no-deal Brexit, and I'm just like, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to make Britain be at a significant disadvantage to the point where everyone's going to be sitting there going, oh, we want these trade deals, and it's just like, no, we don't want those trade deals. It's just like, well, it's not like you got much of a fucking choice considering you're currently not part of the EU and you don't have any trade deals.
Yeah, it's messed up. Hey, what time is it for you?
Just after about 10 past 9 in the morning. So I'm 6 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. Yeah, don't time out phone.
Now you see, this was the thing I was talking about, because now I'm going to have to pause that, turn the music back on in here, listen to it again. Because I actually had an idea on a sequence to do for this particular section of the music. So that was what I was going to do. The last thing I want is two lots of music playing over the top of one another, especially considering they all have different tempos and styles.
Oh, the song's so messed up. Well, Quirky, it's 3 in the morning. It'll be more early, super early than late. If it was like before 12, it would be late.
Yeah, 12 or just after 12, then it would be late, or sort of like 1 o'clock. But when you start pushing to sort of like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Super late.
and I have no idea what that person's trying to say. If they're trying to say a meme in Russian, then it's failing because, well, I don't understand Russian. Kage doesn't understand Russian. Spirit doesn't understand Russian. I don't think anyone here who isn't Russian understands Russian.
Pretty much. Russian would be a fun language. That'd be a fun language to learn, though. I mean, like, a lot of the streams I watch, there's always that one Russian or German person in the chat.
I've always found it's primarily Russians. We're not saying anything bad about Russian people, it's just that, you know, as I said, neither of us can understand Russian, and we always get one person in the chat who's primarily speaks only Russian, and they're like trying to sit there going, or saying stuff to us, and we're just like, we don't understand. We can't...
Yeah, we're not trying to be rude.
We're not trying to be rude or anything, it's just like, literally, we don't understand the language.
Or that, yeah, and the fact that we can't moderate it. So it's just...
Yeah.
If you say something bad in language, we would never know, and...
You know, if you were intentionally sitting there trying to be rude to me or something, or, you know, doing a lot of people where you get some butthurt Friendly Foxy fanboy coming in and going, oh, you know, you suck because you didn't do Friendly Foxy the way I wanted it to be. Or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's using Google Translate does work, Corgi, but to me it's just too much work because I have to go auto YouTube and a Chrome and open a new tab and do all that. It's
yeah,
just too
mostly
much
because
for
he's
me.
on a mobile or a cell phone for your American types because you like being different.
I steal your device.
I don't know what kind of accent I was doing with this. What kind of American accent is this, boy? Is this more of a Texan accent?
I would say yeah.
Hear that, folks?
Hey.
Got an American Texan accent. It's about as American as apple pie. That. Actually, that is a good question. Is apple pie originally from America?
That I don't know. I don't. Not looked into.
A mystery for the chat to solve. Was apple pie originally developed in America, and is it truly American? Because if it's not, then that statement is false.
Logic. Okay, Corgi.
Why am I American, but I hate America? That's...
'Cause life?
Oh, hello there, Arizul 2.0. Our newest channel member. So, a channel member that actually turns up for streams. Progress!
Coincidence. Dude, Corgi lives in Texas.
What a coincidence, I live in Texas. Don't think I was trying to offend you or anything when I said that. Hot dogs were originally created in America.
Good for the hot dogs.
I wouldn't be too surprised if hot dogs were actually German. Or originated in Germany, because you know that the whole Frankfurter thing probably was created in Germany, and then somebody went, you know what, I'm just going to put this sausage in a bun. Hey, I've invented something, and Americans came over during World War II and just like, yeah, that's ours now, boy. We're going to take this back to America and claim that it's the American dream.
I think that'd be more sausages though. For
Yes, sausages, definitely, but
who knows?
Still under the impression that it still sort of says to me that hot dogs were probably more of a German thing.
That makes sense.
You know what, I just came up with this really weird idea that practically the American dream for anyone in America is food-based. Apple pie. It's the American dream! Hot dogs and burgers. It's the American dream!
American dream. Build a house and have a hot dog and a hamburger.
I built my house and now I
pie.
go eat my hot dog. It's the American dream! And you wonder why the country is mostly obese. Oh, I'm so getting demonetized for this video for supposedly being racist against Americans.
Gotta love the conversation.
But then again, according to the left, how can you be a racist against Americans? They're not a minority. Oh
Hey,
god, we're going...
technically, everyone's racist.
Well, have you ever watched Avenue Q? Everyone's a little bit racist.
Yeah. Yeah, can you use English, please? We cannot understand.
Person who seems to have originally have lent on their keyboard, or at least on the top line of letters with the shift key held down, and then spoken in... I'm fairly certain that is Korean.
I know Chinese.
I'm actually pretty sure it is Korean, because I find it very difficult to look between the difference between Japanese and Chinese, because I think they look quite similar. But with Korean, I've noticed that there are a lot more circles in their characters.
Yeah. I never really looked at Korean. Oh, hi, man.
Oh, hey, Minnie. I know he's Min, but I call him Minnie.
Oh, yeah, Minnie. It's not air, it's spirit this time. I don't know what air is.
I think he was talking about the character on screen, not...
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Shoulder.
Honestly, man, I'm surprised I'm awake. I should go to bed, too.
Yeah, cringe. Leave handling people not behaving in the chat to the mods. You sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And some people are just let us handle it. Deal with people. It's a skill.
Yeah, they're better at doing it than me. Why do you think I keep them around? Shh, don't tell them that.
Honestly, the only person I really got mad at was
Mystic.
Oh yeah, Mystic pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie there. Oh, that sucks, me.
The Americans were either overweight or obese.
Japanese.
Because you're working 6 hours. Shouldn't you technically be asleep then? This is what amazes me. A lot of people are just like, oh, I've got to go to work and stuff. And I'm just like, are you really sure you should be awake watching me stream if you're supposed to be asleep?
Well, I used to run in 4 hours of sleep, and I just sleep when I get home.
Yeah, well, on the plus side, you get to hang out with me, so...
Yeah. While you're working at SFM, I'm just working on some art.
Both doing our artistic thing.
Yeah. Corey, you don't have to stay up and watch stream. Just go to bed if you really want to. We're not. You don't have to stay up for it. I also streams in the evening. Oh, yeah, evening.
Yeah, there's streams in the evening, or in the or technically would be in the afternoon for most Americans.
It's early evening. Like it's early or late afternoon to early evening. for me, the stream starts at 2, round 2, and goes to 5. Well, he does stream on Twitch, and don't know the times off the top of my head.
Well, it's 8 o'clock until 11 p. It's 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. my time, which for most Americans is anywhere between sort of 12 or 2 starting time and 3 and 5 ending time.
Yeah.
The only thing is, a lot of people are just like, oh, I can't use Twitch on my phone, or I don't have enough room for it, and I'm just like, maybe try uninstalling Fortnite.
I can lie, I do prefer Twitch.
Yeah, I stream on here because this gets me, because trying to stream things like Source Filmmaker over on Twitch just results in people coming in and going, oh, you know, you really could be streaming a game right now rather than this because you get more of an audience. I actually did have someone do that to me once, and it really, really pissed me off. So it was just like, you know, you walk into my stream and tell me what I can and cannot do just because I've decided that I want to stream Source Filmmaker. And admittedly, I get, like, 0 people coming in to watch.
Which is annoying. I don't know. Don't really understand that kind of stuff, so that's why I don't stream. Hello, Casey.
Oh, hiya, Casey. Yes, we remember you.
Surprisingly.
I mostly do it based on people's icons, so if they keep changing their icons and their names, it's just like, remember me? And it's just like, not from your current setup, no.
I liked how I remembered that one guy, but the one guy that did the Smash Mouth in chat. But I couldn't remember someone recently. It's like, what? Memory? Why? It's it's Air's Commission. Air Commission.
Yes, it's for a pet. No, Minnie, I don't do Patreon anymore. Mostly because, well, nobody was using it, so it was practically or very impractical for me. And then when YouTube introduced channel memberships, I basically just went, I'll do that instead.
Yeah.
Although one thing I will say is annoying about channel memberships is that YouTube's policies when it comes to the perks is really inconsistent. Like, you remember, because I did the whole Steam key giveaway thing on there at one point.
I remember that.
You know, I was searching around for ages trying to find out whether or not I was actually allowed to do that, because their policies are with those things, which is don't do like lotteries or raffles or things like that. You basically have to have something where everybody's guaranteed to get something. And I was searching around for ages going, you know, does this count as just doing giveaways count as a lottery or some sort of competition or something where only one person gets a prize or one person gets access to it? And I couldn't find a straight answer, so I eventually went, you know what, I went to YouTube and they said, you know, submit the policy, and if we don't think it's appropriate, we'll tell you. And I'm just like, well, okay then, I'll submit it. So I did, and they were just like, yeah, totally fine. Reviewed it within like a few minutes and said everything was fine. So I was just like, well, okay, I guess it's a done deal. And then a couple of months later, I got an email from YouTube saying, oh, we've had a couple of people complaining about your one of your perks. You're going to have to either remove it or change it. And I'm just like, well, couldn't you have told me if it was against your policies? Couldn't you have told me that when I submitted it for review? You know, you had the opportunity to review it. Why didn't you?
They probably just skimmed over, like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
they probably just... Somebody at their office is probably more likely just skimmed it. And didn't actually read into what it was I was saying.
Because with the Steam key giveaways, it sounds like what you were saying. It's more of a raffle than anything.
Well, everybody has an opportunity to use the key. Whether or not the key actually works, you know, is, you know, not down to me. That's just whether or not somebody's claimed it. It's not like one person only gets the key and can actually see the key, because everybody could see it.
Oh yeah.
But that was why I eventually just decided to circumvent that a little bit by essentially going, okay then, well, if I can't do it on YouTube, I'll just set up a members-only area on Discord, have that as a perk, because, you know, YouTube's quite happy to allow that. They're totally fine with you, like, locking off areas on something else outside of the site, like members-only Discord roles or something, or access to members-only Discord servers or something.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, if they don't want me doing it there, I'll just do it on Discord and just have it as a members-only thing. You know, they're totally alright with me doing that, but doing it on their site, oh, no. No, 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 no. Not allowed to do that, naughty boy.
Yeah. Corey, I wouldn't say they're lazy. I'm gonna say they're strict. They're not lazy.
You know, well, apparently
They
they're
find something that they don't like, they're gonna take it.
well, apparently they're introducing a new policy on creator harassment, which basically means you can't criticize other YouTubers now, or at least that's what I heard one person implying. But this particular guy, I've come to sort of question a little bit, because he's just one of those guys who just, like, he's kind of the opposite. You know how you get those people, left-leaning people, who are like outrage against anything that happens about the right? Well, this guy seems to be the exact opposite. He's I think he's more right-leaning, and he gets outraged on things that people say on the left. It's just like, yeah, you know what? You know, it's thanks to people like him I completely misunderstood the whole Brie Larson situation. I honestly thought she was telling people from the actual Marvel fandom to piss off. But it wasn't until later on that I actually found out that she was talking more about you know, critics in the industry.
I didn't really look into that one that much.
Yeah, I kind of
posted something about it.
You know what, that doesn't really work. Just kind of...
That's a question for you, by the way. He asked how Mike's is doing.
Yeah, he's doing fine. We were doing a podcast for a couple of months, but after a while I just kind of felt like it wasn't really working, and that I was sort of kind of making it just purely because I felt like I needed to fit a quota in somewhere. But then I was watching a YouTube, like, creator insider video, and they were just like, look, it doesn't matter, because they were talking about the myth of going on holiday as a creator. It's just like, oh, you know, if you go a certain number of weeks without posting. Ooh, thank you for that, Minnie.
Splendid.
Just because you deserve it.
Thanks,
Congrats on hitting 200k.
Donation.
I may not be around much, but I'll always be there supporting you. Keep going strong and smiling.
Thanks for that, Minnie. And yes, don't worry. I will. I'll keep going. And I also need to start sorting out on getting the 200k special done.
Oh, someone's gonna get...
It's just going to be another Q&A because I didn't have anything planned.
Animate it.
Yeah, I was actually planning on doing that.
Sorry I wasn't talking. It was like, as you said that, because whenever I type and talk, I'll type when I talk. What I'm
Oh.
saying. I have to have it.
Well, you
So
sort of
if someone
what
joined
you
the
kind of
Discord.
speak, you kind of say what you're typing as you're typing it down.
Like if I'm trying to type something while I'm talking to someone, I'll literally what I'm saying what will I type? So that's why I don't talk when I type, because I don't type what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
It's because someone joined the Discord. Hello, National. I think you just joined.
Yeah, hi
Yeah.
National. I'm looking for some help. I want to become an actor, but I don't know where to start. Find some local productions. Do those. Or join a drama club. That was kind of where I started. And, you know, most drama clubs do tend to do their own productions as well. One I was with the woman in charge of it was very, very heavy on that. Very strict,
Drama?
mind you. She was a bit, loud when it came to expressing how annoyed she was at something.
I honestly would say drama club or what is it called? Improv.
Should I do drama school or a play nearby? Why not both? I would strongly suggest go to the drama club first, and then sort of look at going into that. I mean, drama club was where I first started.
It's okay, Corky. No problem. Never really went to those kind.
There's going to be a Friendly Foxy somewhere, and but I'm trying to get time. Sorry for bringing it up. Not a problem. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to have to do another Friendly Foxy. Saying this, but right at this moment in time, it's about the only thing that's keeping my channel alive, and me alive by extension.
God, I love annoying trap of a show.
So whereabouts are we on this?
Yes, animation.
Okay, go back to muting that. Turn this back on. I feel bad for you. No, don't. You know the old saying, don't cry for the stupid, you'll be weeping all day.
Hey, as long as you don't pull any all-nighters on it. Oh, by the way, Minnie asked for a question about the animation.
Who is the yellow pony? Well, he's not actually yellow, he's white. It's just that I'm using a yellow light, so it's making his... that's meant to be Error's OC. Or his pony Sona. And this is like a character of his called Jack, who's like sort of twisted and a bit demented.
It's there for you.
Friendly Foxy is the William Afton of NoobMister's channel. I know I've heard the name William Afton, but I forget who he is.
I can't place it. I know the name. I can't place it.
I've got an idea.
I heard the name Afton before, or the last name Afton. Or
William Afton. Oh, he's a guy from... He's basically the bad guy from FNAF.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like a
I
reference.
know
I
this.
thought it was a reference to like a director or an actor or something. But it's just like, oh no, it's a FNAF thing. Okay.
Honestly, I like FNAF. I prefer the lower bit more, cause Scott actually did a pretty good job on it, creating the story.
I don't mind the fact that he made the series. I mean, the first one was kind of like a stroke of inspiration, and it sort of, and this was at a point where he was almost planning on giving up because of how his other games were coming out. And sort of now look at him,
Yeah.
multi-million-dollar franchise that people won't shut up about at all. And you honestly thought that Ultimate Custom Night was going to be the end of it, but nope. He decided, hey, let's make an actual true VR game, and it looks like the series might continue. I'm just trying to sit here and think, where else can he take this series?
Well, the VR part wasn't actually him. It was a company that had an idea with it, and they talked to him about it. Cause I was watching someone who did talking about it since before it came out. It was some company. I don't know the name of it offhand, but they talked to him about it, and that's how it got started. Like a VR company.
Oh, so he
They
didn't
did
actually.
pretty-
So he didn't actually produce it that time. It was, you know, somebody else working with him to. That may explain why there's more than one voice actor in this one.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, they did a really good job with it.
I have kind of said that if I do get VR stuff, I would consider playing it, but that was only just to try and sort of convince people to to donate to my my VR savings fund. It was just like, hey, play, you know, donate me some cash and I'll play this Five Nights at Freddy's game that I detest so much. This series that I detest so much. But when it was just like that, it's just. But when nobody kind of did that, I was just like, I might do it. Do it.
Yeah. Cause if you even watch Markiplier do it, you know how his like entire YouTube channel was horror games before. He's used to all the scary stuff, but with that it actually scared him. And even he said that's like, I'm gonna say they did a pretty good job with it. But I don't have a VR set to really play the game myself. Didn't.
Okay. Hang on, I think I'm going to need to move that light because you can't see anything here.
Have you played any of the FNAF games?
Nope, never played any of them. They're not my kind of thing. I don't like horror games because I don't like getting frightened. I know there are some people who do
Yeah.
it because of the adrenaline rush, but I'm just like, nope, not my thing.
Yeah, it's not really my game either. So how is everyone in the chat doing?
Spirit asking how everybody in the chat is doing when he's run out of things to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sort of nitpicking at you. It's just a general observation.
You're not wrong though.
Where's his shoulder? I really need to get an upgraded skeleton for these models.
Is there an updated one?
Yeah, there is actually one that links all of their, like, main parts together in an actual proper sort of source-rigged skeleton. As opposed to just being a load of points. Sleepy, now I have to get chocolate milk to wake myself up again. Or, Corgi, you could just go to bed.
Yeah. I haven't had chocolate milk in years, man.
Okay, this is where I have to start doing some clever stuff. Okay, if I just copy-paste that...
Well, maybe I've been up to different things. Like mainly breaking my Skyrim.
Breaking your what?
Skyrim.
And what part of your body's that?
Skyrim.
Oh, play. I thought you
Yeah.
said you'd broken your scrotum.
No.
Or your scurum. And I was
can't
just
talk.
like, what part of your body's the scurum?
Break it with mods, you know. I can't talk. Cause it's fun, Minnie. Surprisingly.
Right, now here comes the tricky.
Hey, it's... I really want to know. Minnie, I played Skyrim so many times. All the way through before I even beat it. I have reasons. Speaking of which, I will be right back.
Would you pardon me for a moment? I'll be right back.
Ugh.
And hopefully with the motion blur, that should create a nice effect. Actually, you know what? Save myself a bit of time because I've got to hide them both anyway. Ah, that's better. That's better. As I was saying. I really should probably just turn this music back on. Unfortunately, I don't have any other way of being able to do this effectively. So I just have to do it this way. There, looks like he's just doing an illusion and he's just split into two. God, could you imagine having to do that during an entire fight scene? Where you were having him supposedly doing stuff as illusions and you have to move each and every one out of shot. And hopefully with the motion blur that should create a nice little effect. What have I got the render setting as? Use camera samples. So it creates this sort of ghosting effect. Fortunately, you can't really see it very well because of the way that Source Filmmaker works.
Alright, it's back.
Okay. Wish I had subs like you had, no, I'm so tiny. Trust me, you don't want the subs that I have. Attention span of a goldfish.
Rudeness of them. Fucking other shit.
Yeah, and the fact that you upload one video and they're just like, can you please do Friendly Foxy and Ultimate Custom Night, or in sister location? I'm just like, this comment has nothing to do with the video, so I'm deleting it.
How would it even work with custom night? I don't.
Basically, it's just the bonus custom night from every other friendly Five Nights at Freddy's game, but every animatronic is just available to use, including some newer ones.
Alright. Yeah. Well, I screwed up royally.
Why? What did you do?
Neat. I wasn't paying attention for the past hour or so. I have been pouring on the wrong layer. I can fix this. Maybe. Just maybe I'm able to. Yeah. I fixed it. I don't know why I keep doing that.
How's the family doing? Good. Mum's fine, sister's still working, dad's still living in Australia. You know, usual stuff really.
Usual stuff family does.
Man, this is taking me a lot longer than I thought.
I did not want color correction. Shot. Alright. Ooh. That's cool, Minnie. What is it?
Got myself a vehicle. I'm guessing it's a truck. I'm fairly certain you said at one point it was a truck.
I only have a small car. My car's small. Yep, that's a truck. $70,000? That's not bad for... What? What? A 2000 was only 70,000? I don't believe that.
Oh, hey, you're frozen.
Hello, Frozen.
Bet I'm going to have a sugar high, then pass out, sleep in a few hours. And then how does Frozen respond? Just give me the Oreos.
Yeah. I mean, a 2000... I'm losing my voice. Did you buy it from my dealer? So I've been sitting for like 18 years? Or 19 years now? Depending on when it was made. 18 to 19 years? I don't believe that. It's only 70,000
Oh no, that's moving the light. No wonder I wasn't able to move the camera.
This would be Spirit Frozen.
Yep, that's Spirit. This would be... I just had a really, really weird idea just now. I was sitting here thinking, on the off chance that I ever get to the point where I'm big enough that people are sort of tripping over themselves to invite me to a convention, what would I actually do at a convention? And suddenly the idea came up of, why don't I actually make a Source Filmmaker animation live there at the convention? Because for some strange reason, I just had this flashback to when I was at Insomnia 64 a couple of months ago, and there was actually a guy there live streaming, and I just thought, if I was to do something like that, what would I do? And I just thought, make an animation.
Just live stream animation from your...
No, not so much as live stream the animation, it's just make the animation there, like maybe have a wheel with a load of like random ideas and make like short 1-minute things while I'm there, and it's just like, yeah, here's the thing.
Okay, maybe that makes sense if it wasn't driven much. I think I'd sit for a long time.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah.
What con would you go to, though?
Huh?
What con would you go to, though?
I don't know. Most recent con that I've been to in like the last several years, actually probably about the last maybe 3 or 4 years. Because I ended up going to a con in while I was over in Australia, because I just happened to be in Melbourne the same day a con was happening nearby, so I was just like, I'll go to that.
Remember what con it was?
Not off the top of my head. It was in one of my announcement videos where I said, hey, I'm back from holiday and so forth, and I mentioned the convention.
I'm gonna ask you a question again about the animation.
Would I be to see the finished animation after it's done or no? Well, depends on when I finish it. I'm certainly not going to get it finished by the end of this stream. I mean, we're an hour in and I've barely added 5 seconds onto this.
Wait, what am I doing?
It's coming up again in Birmingham. Maybe I could buy you a ticket. EGX. What's EGX? I've never been to that one. And the only other problem is, Frozen, I wouldn't be able to afford to pay for a hotel or for the train tickets. The only reason I was even able to go to Insomnia 64 was simply because my dad still owed me some money from my 31st birthday, and I was just like, oh hey, he still owes me that money. I'll just use that to pay for a hotel. And yeah, that was pretty much how it was, or how I was able to do it. And then Network paid for the entry fee, or got me an entry a creator's pass free of charge, so I didn't have to pay for anything. And then of course I'd have to pay for all the food and stuff up there. So really, it's just even if you did buy me the ticket, I wouldn't be able to pay for anything else. And I'm not expecting everybody to throw money at me to do this either.
You never know. But what is EGX?
One way to find out.
Let's look it up.
EGX. UK's biggest gaming show returns to London. Pardon me. It's kind of like the latter E3 sort of thing. Last year we were able to play Spyro. Let's go a few months before release. Now you see, the difference here is, if it's in London, then I would definitely be able to do it, because all I would have to do is just simply hop on a train, go to London, do that for a day, or something, and then come straight home again afterwards. Or I could do multiple days, and all I would have to do is just simply go backwards and forwards on the train for a couple of days.
How far are you from London?
I live right on the coast, so a couple of hours at the absolute most. And
That's not bad.
I think I know where the XL Centre is, because there was a thing called Game Stars Live that I went to. I think that was like my first convention I ever went to. And that was at the XL Centre. And I remember that day because I went up with a friend, and I had this route all planned out. And then when we got into London, and we went to go on the underground line that was going to take us there, the line was closed down due to a fatality.
Ooh.
So, and I was just like completely and utter bloody lost. I was just like, oh shit, where do we go from here? And thankfully, my friend's dad was with us, because me and my friend had just sort of been planning to do this on our own. But my friend's mum had heard about it and was just like, no, I don't want you going by yourselves. I at least want your dad to be there. Or my friend's dad to be up there. So, yeah, that
makes sense.
That was pretty much what happened. But thankfully he managed to plot out another route, and it was just as well, really, because I was at one of those times where I couldn't come up with a variation on a plan or anything if I had, if it went awry or something.
I would be so lost.
By all means, I'll buy it. Are you Are you honestly sure about... Hang on a moment, Frozen. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Because if my network was able to get me a pass for Insomnia 64, I'm fairly certain if I ask them about the one up in London, I might actually be able to get a ticket for free.
When is it this year?
Huh? It's in
When is it
October.
this year?
It's in October,
Oh.
so it's still a couple of months off yet. But I will ask my network about that, because I did mention to my partner manager that if there were any other conventions going on that I would like to go. So I will. October is my birthday year. Don't you mean birthday month, Minnie?
Honestly, if I ever go to Britain, I would be so lost. Especially in driving.
Why? Because we drive on the wrong side of the road.
No, I don't think that would be the thing that bothers me is learning to drive the car. Like that. Like on the left side.
But yeah, if the fact that this convention is in London, it would definitely make things a hell of a lot easier for me. Hang on a moment. How does it do this running animation thing again?
That's okay, Minnie.
I'm
And
sorry,
Corky
tired.
asked how
Go to bed then.
Corky asked how London is.
How is London? Go to any capital city anywhere in the world and you've practically been to London, just with a lot more British people around. I mean, that was kind of how I felt when I went to Sydney. It was just like, yeah, I'm in Australia, but I went to the Sydney Opera House and walked around a bit in the area, and I was just like, you know what? This is just effectively London, but in Australia. Which was kind of ironic because because at one point it was actually raining.
Yeah. Except this is just like London. Yeah. Chicago is my big city and I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, I just don't like all the people.
I'm going to playhead that. Now we just need to make sure. Now I just need to see whether I can get him to go straight into the running animation and it not overriding everything else I've done. 'Cause if that's the case, then I will.
This amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty stunning. Yep. I'm going to have to effectively scene that. They really are in London this time. Maybe NEC building in Birmingham was too small. Yeah, that I will say that building, that the convention centre up at Birmingham, although it's big, it's not as big as some of the other places I remember seeing. Wait, is Era's head twisted? No, it's just the lighting.
Well, that's a question I know is theirs. Head is twisted. Who knows? Can you stop, phone? Corgi, that will not help me if you eat more sugar. If your eyes hurt, then rest your eyes and stop staring at the screen. Or turn your
Seriously,
brightness
Corgi, if
down.
you're tired, go to bed. Just go to sleep. I'll be fine.
If your eyes hurt, turn your brightness down.
Thing is, I don't
Or
want...
if you have the, what is it, the blue shade, turn that on.
The thing is, I want to import this animation, but I don't want the, You know what, I'll just have to make do with that, and then just... have to have the... Okay, why is that not working? Is it doing the channels
Isn't
click
there
thing again? It shouldn't be. Yeah, because I already set the time frame up. Sake. This is why I hate using animations like this. It's just like, oh hey, I'm just gonna dump this all the way over here. Could you not? It's not where I need this.
What is it doing? What is it doing?
Well, because of how animations are usually created, it's based on where the original animation was produced. Like, if it was made on a different map that was of a different size and scale, where you make the animation, it then defaults the root transform to where it was on that map. So if you're on a completely different map and you import an animation, the model that you want goes flying off in a completely different section of the map, and you have to go through the process of tracking it down, finding it, dragging it back, and making sure it's in the right position.
Oh, that's annoying.
Which means I am going to have to do something a little bit smart with this.
God.
Animation, take the sword with it. Not unless I animate it.
First plane. Sail. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing this.
Okay. No, that's his route to transform. I wanted his foot. I really wish I knew how to make effective running animations. But then I'd be spending too much time on this, and I'd have to start charging more.
I know how to do it in regular animation, but I don't know how to do it with SFM.
And I I would try and charge more, but unfortunately, the people who frequently commission me who else misses Friendly Foxy? Oh, for God's sake! I'm bringing back the series. Seriously, I should probably just put that video saying that I brought back the series on a fucking playlist so that people can see it.
Resolution, let's not talk about FF right now.
What's going on with his hair?
If we're gonna go... Does it look like he's doing Friendly Foxy right now? No. So there's no reason to talk about it.
Guitar looked different because I couldn't find models that were the right models for them, so I had to improvise. That was why. Utilities. No, I've enabled the I've baked the procedural bones. So why is what the hell? No, I can't default that. I can't zero it either. Oh, this animation is just making it. This imported animation is just making everything a mess.
Did you change maps?
No, it's not. It's not a case of changing maps. It's just that I told it to import an animation, and it's just completely screwed up the character's hair.
Oh, that's annoying.
And now I'm going to have to go through and fix it, which is annoying because I don't know how to fix it. Now it looks like he was just electrocuted. Fine, I guess I will have to, you know what?
Oh.
Fuck it. No time like the present, eh?
What am I doing? Being stupid.
Just undo all of this.
No, I'm not being. I am being stupid. What?
Looks like I'm going to have to learn how to do my own running animations then.
Yeah, keep on doing that.
Oh, hiya, Kyle. The one guy who's, supposedly meant to be annoying about the whole FNAF thing, who isn't being annoying.
Thank you,
All I
Corgi.
will say about this animation is that it's forcing me to learn a lot of stuff.
Hey, you learn new things every day. Well, hello, Kyle. Oh, Minnie, I'm Not doing animation. I'm doing art on Photoshop. Call it that. We're both doing like artist stuff. So. Okay, now change the notes on.
Hey, hello!
Change the notes on.
Oh, I have no idea how to do a running animation. Or at least one that looks decent. Oh, fuck it. I'll just do what I did with the dog during that one Baldy animation. Look kind of shit, but this is all I can do.
Fredbear, it takes a minute or two to work. All the horses.
It did show on the live stream as far as I'm aware, because I heard the hello!
Flash does not look that bad.
I didn't. Oh, no, I have to start again because I didn't have the animation thing set up correctly.
What do you use to edit your videos? You just use SFM or something else?
Movie studio.
Did I really?
Actually, no, I should have. Fuck. Should have just left it as it was.
Hey, Fredbear, no one word census, please. It just fills up chat.
Wait, things offline? Shouldn't be. Is the stream
No.
still running?
It's running for me. Yeah, it's still running for me. Let's go with the internet, Corky. I mean, I usually post the work in progresses in Discord. In Noob's Discord, and Arts and Pictures. When I finish it, or... And when I finish it sometimes. The last few things I did, I posted in there. Especially my football character I put in there. Which I was pretty happy with myself with. I probably won't be posting until it streams over. I went back to...
Right.
Fredbear, what are you on about?
I think it's because the guy's called Kyle. He's basically saying, oh, you know, you shouldn't be around anymore because, you know, the creator doesn't want him to, or doesn't want to use him.
That makes sense. I haven't watched since where it came from in such a long time. Well, honestly, I don't remember the video of it.
Neither do I. Well, I do, but technically, but
Just
I'm not
don't
really
care.
thinking about that at the moment because I'm trying to concentrate on working out how to make a run cycle look good. With my limited capabilities of knowing how to actually how to animate one without it looking like a complete load of garbage.
Yeah. You could ask project you're working on for voice acting wise. Apparently, Corky's looking for voice actors in projects he's doing.
What kind of voice actors do you need, and what's the project?
Yeah. Something must be found.
Make him teleport if it is easier on you. That's lazy. I don't want to... You know, Error paid me money for this. I want to feel like I'm putting at least some effort into it.
How many animations or stuff have you done for Air so far? I know he commissions you a lot.
He hasn't commissioned... This is the first time he's actually commissioned me for an animation. But he has commissioned me several times for pictures.
Yeah. What mushrooms
And,
behind? Is it? No.
So it's easier. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to remember where the animation starts.
Fredbear, the way that is, it does not really work like that in SFM. That'll be redoing the model like 60 times over. I'll look that into SFM. SFM.
Oh, that doesn't really work like that. Fuck! Oh, God! It doesn't transition smoothly.
Here's what you can do. Well, can you go back and like make small adjustments? Or no?
I don't know. Hang on, let me try something else.
So what I see what people do is they make the large parts of the animation, like the main part. They go in and do all the small. But I'm not sure if that will work with that.
Oh god, I've got to start again. Which means I've got to undo all of this.
Try to read the chat. Apparently Kyle asked what your favorite YouTube meme is.
Anything related to Darkside, Phil?
Project. Okay, what Corky said is the project is an animated series edited by yours truly, of course. We're writing the script. I just need to find a good male and female voice actors. Mostly looking for guys.
Yes, but what's it about?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
Hey, Kyle, let's not jinx it. Okay. What's the animation about? Like,
You know, what's the
just
plot?
looking
What's the
for
setting? Who are the characters?
yeah, just looking for like a male voice actor just outright. It's gonna be really hard without descriptions or not description. You know what I mean? I can't talk. That looks really good. I want to.
I don't think there's going to be any gaming time today, because this animation is just taking up so much time.
Derp derp. Have you done voice acting for stuff
Me?
before? Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine called RB Comics wanted me to do some stuff for a comic dub, so
Damn, my hands. Welcome back.
welcome back, Minnie. I don't know why the stream keeps going offline.
I want to say internet wise or something with YouTube. 'Cause mine wasn't doing it. It only really does it if I like go back. The hell is playing? How about? No. No.
We should move the root transform.
One second, I gotta change my. Far am I into this? Hold up. Do I actually have to do this manually? God damn it. Alright. Fine.
still doesn't look right. It looks like a pile of shit.
No. Wait, Red Bear, give Corgi some time.
Yeah,
He's
the
not
right eye
exactly
probably
awake.
is a bit off because his view because he's probably still looking, or he's looking off that side. He's looking in the wrong direction at the moment. Front, right, left, follow. I don't know. I'm too lazy to look up a reference.
Nope. No. It's okay, Corgi. And welcome,
Goes with the front right
Alexander.
leg followed by the back
Alexander.
left leg, and then do the opposite for the other side. I hate doing this. Curse me in the fact that I want to make things look good for people. Paid you to do this, they better have paid you a lot. You're truly struggling. But the thing is, I can't charge more than $150 for this because the people that normally commission me don't want to pay more than that. And I need the cash at the moment, so I've got no choice, although admittedly I don't think Error would really mind.
From what I've seen, Air does. I don't think he would mind if you took your time. You know, Air. Even
Yeah,
he'll
but
say,
I've
"Take your
got to make
time."
sure that I get more animations done before the end of the month because I need more cash coming in.
That is also true. Let's see.
Right. How did he describe it again? Cycle goes with the front right leg followed by the back left leg? Wait. So, front right leg. Followed by the back left leg.
Well, here's what Corky said. Here's a quick summary. Basically, this kid is feeling adventurous and goes somewhere he's not supposed to. And ended up meeting very interesting people. I'm sorry, I had to make paragraphs.
Just paraphrase. Keep making paragraphs.
Hey, losing my voice. Hello, Ray.
Oh, hey, Ray.
I'm just gonna put this out here. I'm trying to be rude, but even you
I-
have to behave.
Ah, my brain can't process this. I'm trying to picture it, but I can't see the fucking forest for all the trees in the way. Oh God, I feel like My head's about to explode trying to think about this and picture it in my mind.
Take your time, damn it.
I can't. I need to get this finished. Go front, right, back, left, front, left, back, right. Repeat. Are the other two alternate legs supposed to be stationary, or are they moving? I don't get this!
I think it's the way. I think it's what he said: front, then back, then the opposite, and it goes back and forth. What did it say?
No, I get that you're trying to help Kyle, but I'm one of those people who has a lot of trouble trying to process what people are trying to say to me and then trying to work it out. And the thing is that I don't really know where to go and look up a horse walking cycle for reference. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just close that down. Horse running cycle reference.
But here's what Corky said again.
This is probably
Follow
going to...
that.
Yeah, I don't want to log in to see more. Just give me the fucking image. Go away. Okay.
That sounds like a good story, Corky.
This still makes absolutely no bloody sense to me.
Or if you really want, you can just do it in Discord. What? Cube. Just north.
It also doesn't help the fact that I need to... Hang on, let me just pull this out. Make that smaller. Because I might have two screens, but I can't...
So, Leon just posted a thing in Discord about a horse animation runner. Walking, actually.
What? Really?
Both?
Where?
We can link. He put in leaf dump. Yeah, it's a simple walk.
That's a walk. I'm looking for a run. My brain is just having trouble trying to process all of this and trying to put it all together.
It's okay. Why am I using so
I don't want to be lazy on this. Somebody said I could... I can't remember, you just said that I could just have him teleport because he's a unicorn. But I want him to run down this corridor. That was how I pictured it.
Well, start with walking into a run. It's the best way to do it. Or, well, a walk into a gallop person.
I might be able to help. There's no helping me. I'm a fucking lost cause.
Hey, you're not lost, you're just stubborn. And who isn't?
Because I don't, even verbally explaining it, I seriously doubt I would be able to get it. Even if you sat there and went, you do this, you do this, you do this, my brain would just be like, no, can't compute, overload!
Brain no work. NoobMister .exe has broke.
Are you on Discord at the moment? Because, hang on, where are you? Because we're in a private call right now. And I don't think I've got you labelled as a... I don't think I've got you listed as a friend.
I don't think I have him either. What are you doing, cat? Why? Thank you, cat.
Oh yes, I do.
Cat seeing what I was doing. Hey, it's 444.
No.
No. He sent the message.
Hang on.
Why is that in there twice?
Right.
I can't hear any of you.
That's because I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, there we go. Shit. So, what are you stuck on? Like how to start it moving?
Well, it's not so much the fact as getting it moving, it's just trying to make the legs move in a way that actually make it look like it's running.
Or do
Instead
you
of
know
just...
like how to animate it walking?
Not walking, running! Running, as
Well,
in
yeah, but you
faster
start
than
off
walking.
and then you speed that up.
Well, we'll skip that process and just go straight on into the running.
Alright. Alright. So, like he was saying, you start with the front right, every other leg stationary.
Right, well, looks like I'm going to have to undo everything again.
Hello?
Yeah, take your time. I'm in no rush.
My Discord decided to die.
No, it's
I'm
because
back.
I decided to start a group DM, but unfortunately it cancels out the last call, and you have to then join the new group.
Well, what I was doing is, it showed the thing to join the call. I was pressing it, it would not work. So I
Oh.
restarted my Discord. It's like,
Sounds like
press,
a
press,
dog
press, press,
shift.
press. And won't work. How about
Okay,
hello,
all the
Mimi?
legs are in the stationary are in default standing position.
Yes. And then to get to the running animation, you start off with your front right leg moving forward.
Right. Front right leg.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. And once it's planted down, you move your back left leg forward.
Like that. Okay.
Then your front left forward.
I will be right back in.
Hang on. I think I've got to Okay.
Yeah. And then the final leg, which is the back right, you move forward. And plant it.
That looked nothing like what you just described.
So what the goal is, for like walking, for example, is once you do all that, all 4 legs will be back in the exact same position. Or then the next, or so then you can repeat it over and over.
You make it sound so simple. But I am just having so much trouble just trying to compute this whole scenario.
Oh, I've been there.
Part of me is just wanting to go, fuck it, we'll have him teleport. But another part of me is just going, no, you wanted him running down this corridor, you make him run down this corridor. You are not copping out of this just because you're struggling with it.
So what happened to the animation that was already pre-made? What was wrong with it?
It was it was overriding everything else that I had previously done in this shot. And then second, it was then screwing up the pony's hair because of the way that the animation had been set up.
Would there be a way like you can copy the skeleton of the pony and recreate it onto what you have now?
Hang on. Frozen just sent me another video.
Yeah, no worries.
Skip to 1.5. Pattern for a horse gallop. Okay, that's better! Because that actually gives me an idea of where I need to aim for each section.
Yeah, that's the more complicated part of the foot
And apparently
placement.
Kyle sent me a GIF.
I'm not the best at explaining much either, but...
Yeah, unfortunately I can't pause the GIF so that I can actually see...
Would you be able to take a screenshot? Or screenshots of it? Or use your phone or something?
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, I just need to look at that and make sure I keep this up. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, obviously close that down. Which means I'm going to have to stick Discord over the...
Oh my god.
Okay, so... First bit... I can't tell if that's supposed to be... If I'm supposed to be doing this from left to right or right to left.
The animation you're looking at, that's to the left, so... Pretty much the same thing.
So...
Opposite leg.
Is like that. I am literally just going to copy and transition between each of these different shots, regardless of whether or not this is actually good looking or not.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, do that so you can get the basics down and the movement, and then you make the fine details of afterwards.
Oh, I'm far beyond being able to do fine details yet, so we'll skip that bit.
I'm gonna do it.
Whatever edits you choose to do.
Okay, so then his legs are like...
Fine.
I had to wait for the computer, I could do more.
You're not at your computer?
No, my laptop's a piece of junk.
I know,
Then
really.
I overlap 2 frames just so that it's not so rigid when it transitions. Then he's like up here like this with that. The neck's straighter than that. It doesn't help the fact that this model is not straight to begin with.
Well, that would be annoying.
Hold on, let me try again.
Look at the positive side. Once you get it down, you can get better at it and improve. And
Yeah, that's just the thing that I hate doing. That's the bit that annoys me.
the practice makes perfect.
I'm used to it.
Autosave, please. Thank you. Okay, I need to turn the music back on. Okay, so that's where the overlap started. So if I just tell this to sequence, so that he's at least straight. Aside from the fact that his... Right, there. So the head's straight.
My question is, can you do like a full scene and go back and do like minute details?
Yeah, it's just, it's very difficult to make sure that you don't cock everything else up at the same time.
Yeah, I see what it
usually...
means. That's what I was trying to say. Like, do it the basics, then go in between and each one.
Yeah, that's how I usually do my stuff if I do animation. Is that you do the full, like, the lengthy parts and go back and...
Yeah, well, I haven't learned how to do that yet, so...
Oh, that makes sense.
If you're looking at the stream, my animations just generally tend to be, if my arm's here, it goes like that, then like that. So basically, it's a very robotic motion. It tends to go from one bit to another rather than it just being a fluid motion. So if my hand was supposed to be doing that, mine would be so it'd be like, go to the next point, stop, go to the next point, stop, go to the next point, stop. There is no sort of fluidity to it.
Okay.
Which is why I've always said my animation style is very robotic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, there is definitely not going to be any game time today. Now that we're on this, I am not going anywhere until I have nailed this down.
I think once it's done, it's done.
Yep.
Wait, hang on, I don't think his
Oh, I mean...
go screwing around with their microphone or opening something in front of their microphone.
Sorry, that's my door. I won't go.
You would be able to tell if I'm doing it. Unless my mic doesn't pick up on it, I really don't know.
Isn't that the fact that his hooves are stuck in the floor?
Ponies could go through walls.
Right. Then he's kind of more raised
Stop.
up slightly, rotated forward. With these forward like no, that's the arm I wanted. That was the arm I was working on.
That's your...
Oh, it looks so weird.
No, I think I might have moved his... Yeah, I've moved his shoulders too far forward. Or too far back.
Alright. Wow. Hello, Candy the Demon.
Yeah, hi. Don't mind me, I'm
Okay.
too busy trying to focus on...
Sorry, me just being stupid. This noob is working on an annoying
I'm
thing
trying
at the
to work
moment.
on something that I have never tried doing before. It's doing my
That's
head
what it
in.
That's what it means to changing music. That just seems out there.
Okay, so... That should be... Sure you can do it, but I think that doing it on live stream is more stressful. So I sent you a video for an example. I know, oh wait, did you?
Say it did.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Would help if the image didn't keep moving.
You can slow it down.
Oh, my brain just can't process this.
I might have found an image you could use.
I just accidentally got off what I was looking at on here.
What? What? Fuck. You not do that, tablet.
supposed to go? Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe if I moved his... pelvis down, so that he was actually touching the floor.
Hmm?
Positionals.
I sent in the picture into the chat if it helps.
I think I'm forgetting the body. Why he's not...
I don't want to do that. Ew.
No, that's just moving that. It just looks more like he's just rocking backwards and forwards while flailing his legs around. God.
You have the concept of the leg movement. I could see it.
Hello, WS18.
Yeah, hi. Don't mind me. Just realizing my own capabilities and why I don't do this professionally.
Did you get the picture sent in the chat?
It still doesn't help the fact that I'm sitting there looking at it going, how am I supposed to transition all of this?
We'll just do the first image, make the legs like that, then the second one. If it helps.
Brain, why are you incapable of processing this? Why can't I just have a normal functioning brain like everybody else?
Who says we have normal functioning brains?
I'm talking to a guy that works. Has to get up in a couple hours.
Ugh.
What kind of job do you work?
It's a rental company for weddings and stuff.
Ah,
Like parties.
okay. Plus, I don't know if
I
you
don't think you
do
can
that on
clip
YouTube.
stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know.
Seriously, my brain just won't allow me to process any of this.
would there be a way if you like use the animation that's already made and like put that underneath the ground so you can't see it, and then the one you have now mirrors that, so you won't have to mess with the main?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think of another way of being able to do this, because this is just wasting time at this point. This is something else I can try and learn or forget about at for another day. So I am just going to undo all of that, because that's not working.
Well, if you really want, ask Air what he wants.
He's just gonna tell me, "Oh, just do whatever you want." He's gonna be absolutely no bloody help whatsoever.
That is true. Just work on something else in the animation and just practice it on your off time.
Yeah, but I'm spending so much more time having to do animations and stuff for YouTube. I very rarely have any off time. Or I tend to make excuses as to why I don't have any off time. You know, maybe it would actually be a lot better if I actually got him moving so that it actually looked like there was some motion going on that I could work with.
Why did you? No. Damn it. Welcome back, Alan. Hello, Foxy.
Yeah, sorry guys, I am...
Sounded bad.
Could dissect the other animation. Ugh, then that means having to spawn in another copy of everything, then I'm having to fuck about with that, and... It's just a whole load of shit I'd rather not deal with.
Foxy, I don't think you want to be saying that right now.
Oh, you do not want to fucking shit with me right now. I am not in the mood for people telling me, "Oh, you should go make this other thing." No! No, 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 no. I am not doing another thing at the moment.
It's rude to just come in to a chat and say that. You wouldn't want someone coming to your things like, hey, you should be doing this or this. It's just rude.
Why did you put it over there? Put it over here. That's where the fucking camera is.
Oh, shit. Which one's which one's?
Like I said, it doesn't help the fact that his main's completely screwed up. See, all of this, my brain just can't, for some strange reason, my mind just can't put this all together into sort of going, okay, first of all you go to this bit, then you go to that, then you follow it up, then you go to that bit, then you go to this bit, then you go to that bit. My brain's just like trying to follow everything at once, and it just immediately just goes into a massive meltdown.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
God's sakes, I wish there was just something.
I don't know if this GIF would help. It has frame by frame of what you could do, and it's a pony, so it's a bit more of what you're doing. More scale.
You were trying to redirect note. That didn't work.
Alright.
You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, that didn't work for me either.
The link didn't work? Shit.
No.
Oh no.
Okay. Shoulder, all that. Should be everything that I need. Now I'm just hoping it copy pastes correctly. No, it did not. In fact, it didn't actually copy any of that. Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it my own way, even if it looks shit, at least I'll know it. At least I'll actually have some bloody control over it, rather than sitting there thinking, oh, how do you realistically make a horse run? All I am just going to do is front and back legs, out in front and behind, and then back down again. It'll look like garbage, but I don't fucking give a shit at this point. I am just beyond my fucking limit.
There we go, that works.
Yep, that works.
It showed up for you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that link you sent me?
Yeah. don't have to even go to the link, it's showing in Discord.
I don't know why, but when I clicked on it, it was just like redirect link, click here, and I was just like, I'm not clicking on anything there, just in case.
Yeah, it didn't work, so I found a way around it.
He posted it regularly. Yeah.
Hang on.
No animated job.
It's mostly all of his unknown stuff. Oh, and these two. Animations are always discriminated, being pointed as an easy job. What all you are seeing is what animation really is. People who do this for a living deserve more credit and people who do this for a living deserve more attention and respect. Sits at camera and blinks for a couple of seconds.
Yeah. I wish.
Even big movie titles. You realize how many animators they have working?
Yeah, wasn't there that thing where they mentioned about how it was I think it was something someone linked in Discord or something I saw on Twitter, where they said that when they did Into the Spider-Verse, they actually animated Miles at 12 frames per second, but they animated Peter Parker at 24 frames a second, so that one looked slightly more fluid and smoother than the other, because apparently Miles was supposed to be the less refined and sort of inexperienced Spider-Man, but then later on in the film they then actually animate him at 24 frames a second.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Cal, here's the thing wrong with that though. It'll look really really weird if a horse is running like a dog or a wolf. It just wouldn't look right.
Same concept, but different body style and muscles. Same idea.
Why do I get the sneaky suspicion that the animation's actually getting shorter the way I'm doing this?
Depends on how long you want that scene to be.
No, it's just the way that I've got it with the whole, like, I have the animation overlapping 2 frames into the previous motion so that it doesn't look as stiff. But now it's making each particular bit shorter. So it now looks like the motion's virtually almost not happening.
Oh, that's annoying. My phone is not wanting to work. Come on.
I have 3. One that's a piece of crap. One that's really old. And one I got for her gift. Oh, free.
Free? I wish I had a free computer, man.
Well, my dad's girlfriend, she got the new phone, so she gave me her old one.
Yeah, that's not
my main
working.
one.
God damn it.
What the hell is playing?
When it's doing a cycle like this.
I'm gonna kill my Spotify. It's not the song, no. I did not die today. Annoying songs.
Would the GIF I showed you help you? If you're able to look frame by frame?
Hang on, where did you post it?
In the
Same.
chat.
No,
In chat.
Same place.
brain is
Super.
still not... I still just can't process all of that. Hang on.
I could try to see if you get a screenshot of each frame for you, and then...
No, let me just... Maybe if I'm not doing the whole 2-frame overlapping thing, I can probably...
Yeah.
He's never gonna look at My Little Pony the same way ever again. No, I'm probably not.
Imagine looking how this is looking so far.
I still have my OC buried in my laptop somewhere in the files. My old files.
Yeah, the OC that I never created the model for.
Eh.
I can't even remember how to even make them at this point, so...
I just made it because you did that Christmas thing one time,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't have anything for me. So I wanted to make one for you.
Yeah, I didn't have a model then for mine.
Hmm?
I didn't have one either for SFM. Welcome back, Corgi. I have
Corgi.
one regular, but I don't have one for SFM. No, I got my Splatoon character in there.
Oh, if you ever need a voice actor of the cleaning lady from Family Guy, you know who to call. A few people thinking at a soundboard, was
Actually,
it?
your phone will like me. See how it does it. Alright, you're not supposed to make it blurry. Phone. Oh, maybe I'll do it sideways.
Oh wait, no, this is tail. I wanted to move his pelvis. Maybe not move his pelvis down so much.
Let's try this.
have a simple loop. And that means I can just do this. Oh no, that's weird, that's just the head. Don't want the root transform, otherwise that's going to... The problem was I didn't leave a... gap.
And there you go. I post a work in progress of what I'm working on. Because why hell not?
Well, Photoshop's changed since the last time I've used it.
I have, not gonna lie, I think I have the 2010 version. I haven't updated mine in a while.
The last time I think I used Photoshop was in junior high. Junior high.
I can tell you the version number of my Photoshop.
Eh, fuck it, they'll have to do.
My Photoshop's in a butt now.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to sit here and do this anymore.
Version, oh yeah. Last time I updated my Photoshop was in 2012. Oops.
Is this a legal version or a pirated version?
Illegal, I just haven't updated it. I usually forget. It's a lot of stuff. My computer's not updated. Well, the computer itself and all that other stuff isn't updated, but you know.
Well, that is, of course, assuming that there are any updates to actually apply, because they may have stopped supporting it, depending on which version it is.
Honestly, I'm not sure. Personally, I use Photoshop and Saya, but I haven't used Saya. Actually, I might use Saya for some shit. Try to do some shading on this. I don't like shading on rest.
You guys still hear
Personally,
me?
I just don't. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a nice truck. I still don't believe that it was only 70,000 miles.
Oh my god, I've got such a headache at the moment. And it's not like frontal lobe headache, it's like top of my head.
I wouldn't say sinus, probably. That sucks.
You see, I don't think you get headaches from hitting your head often. That's what I do, especially at work. I hate being tall sometimes.
Yeah, that's a really nice truck.
From Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
Right. They said it had 90,000, but when I got there, it said 70,000. I was a bit sketchy at first.
If it's 70,000, I swear that motor has been swapped.
I do. I wouldn't be surprised. We and my dad thought it was like a salvage title possibly at first or something.
Because if it's a 2000, there's no way it's only a 70,000.
I know they replaced the windshield. They've replaced a couple other things.
Because I know my car is a 05 and it has 197,000. I can post a picture of my car if I can find it. I took a one recently.
Wasn't that the one where you said this is what my 4th of July is like?
No, that was our friend, me and my mom's friend, and we were just, he was tailgating with the stove, it's not stove, wow, grill in the back of his truck. It was really funny, because we went over there and we did some grilling and saw some fireworks.
The only thing with that truck is it wasn't in a hit and run in a parking lot. Not major, just like a scrape on the right side.
Surprised they had that. Put it
Like
on
put
there.
on the door.
So how did it go? I had a recent picture of my car in a nice area. Find it.
Probably somewhere in the back of files, older pictures.
Oh, last month, huh?
So,
I've been only able to get 7 seconds done.
pretty good for animating.
Yeah, but that's taken me nearly 3.5 hours.
Have you saved everything?
Well, it auto-saves, but now I have.
No, better. It's good to make sure.
It's always good to say manually.
Never trust autosaves.
I wish for auto-saved. If it crashes, only way to keep it, only way to see if I actually kept the file alive is PowerShop's backup. That really works.
When I was cleaning the truck too, especially when I found a third key in the box. I don't even think the owner knew about, or at least he forgot about. He threw it in the trash.
Wait, what?
In the box of a truck, there's a magnet holding a spare third key. I know you threw it out. So it wouldn't open.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to play here. This transform.
4,626. So when did you start doing this animation?
I think it was sometime last week. Really starting to think maybe I should have taken a break.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking, when I'm taking a break, I could be working.
We all need breaks, a breather.
Yeah. I'll take a break. I don't end up eating or drinking anything.
I'm sitting here at my desk. 4:40 in the morning.
Try something. I have to do something. Goes. Not bad though.
So have you guys been getting any rain?
Not recently.
Rain. It's
That's
been
what I've
like
been
raining
seeing just about every week of every day.
pretty much same thing.
Thunderstorms, warnings, lightning, this and that. Our river's so high. My uncle's farm, one of his fields are flooded again.
Oh, this sucks.
Next time, I'm just not going to try and stress too much on making it look realistic. I've been able to get away with doing that so far with all my animations, and realism's just not my thing.
Well, every time you do it, you'll get better and you'll improve. You get more experience on it. Before you even know it,
Yep.
we really get it.
Apparently the picture I had is corrupted. God damn it. That's annoying.
Okay, pause that a moment and let's see if this actually matches with the music. Looks fine.
Give me all had the pit yet. That's very motivational.
This next scene, them running in. Season. That's what I want to recommend.
This is the rest of the track. I don't know what it was I had in mind for this.
Oh, I meant I posted while I was working on arts.
Discord.
I really wanted to.
Sounds pretty cool. It looks pretty good too.
Is there a leaf from? There's a leaf from there. Speaking of rain, ran like a few hours ago.
Wow, robot spirit.
I thought that was mine.
Up, I'm a robot.
I need to take a break from this.
No, take break.
Break. Break time.
No,
The only thing is, I don't know what to do for what to do for 15 minutes. Actually, I think I do know what to do for 15 minutes.
You know, if I could hold my camera still, I wish I.
I think I have an idea.
That does not look right.
Because considering that I was doing this last night and I was actually enjoying myself doing it.
Guild Wars.
I'm going to keep running time trials on that race they've currently got going on the current event.
No, it's a trust.
I don't think I'm gonna get any sleep today. I just hope the coffee can keep me awake all day. Once I get home, I'll sleep. I already went this far.
Hello there, Tristan Gunn. Oh, hang on, is that Tristan? Yes, Tristan Gunn. I misread that briefly.
It's right now.
Good, that's at least working.
Yeah, that's gonna work right now.
Is that a bird?
Yes, I can hear birds.
Yes, there's birds out today. Surprised my mic's picking up so well.
Well, you did say that you were using your headphones, so they must be very, very good headphones.
Hello?
Samsung earbuds.
I'm using the one the gaming laptop showed me. I'll tell you in a second. The
If I can use my PlayStation headphones.
the SteelSeries headset he showed me, which I love. Alright, I just gotta do some.
Wasn't SteelSeries the one that made those really shitty Bully Hunter headphones? Or am I thinking of a different company?
I have no idea.
All I remember was that there was a company that agreed to make a load of headphones for that whole Bully Hunter fiasco, and then they ended up pulling out like shortly afterwards because, you know, it was they suddenly discovered that they weren't actually doing what they were advertising, and
Oh, I know of a good use for this.
just taking note of that list equipment, even though I don't really.
Well, I guess I can't do that on my phone. I'm gonna have to edit it myself. Oops.
Right. Roller people, just wait for the stamina to build up. And then I can try and see if I can beat my time on the current roller beetle thing. Which is unlikely, considering that I was having difficulty trying to beat it yesterday. My lifetime personal best of 1 minute 6.84 seconds. And the minimum requirement for gold is 1 minute 30. Right, here we go.
do a little editing in the picture.
Oh, it did actually boost. Still playing. Sounds because it hasn't loaded everything yet.
This would be Guild Wars 2, Tristan.
I did actually put the thing up the top there telling everybody what it was.
We all know they're blind.
There we go. 1 minute 8.160 seconds.
At least you know the track very well.
Yeah, I was doing it so many times yesterday. I practically memorized the whole thing, and the fact that I am now top personal daily best, or at least what it's currently registering here. The thing didn't trigger. I usually try and give myself a bit of a rolling start so that I've got a bit of momentum going. Unfortunately, if I don't have the boost going, then it... I'm trying to see if I can do that any faster.
Fair warning.
Oh, good. But the corner's a bit tight.
Yeah, that's what I've found, but it's only like practically shaving off like a couple of milliseconds every time.
It worked.
Yeah. Is it the type of thing where the sharper you turn, the more momentum you lose, or you just have that full-on momentum?
Well, it's mostly that the faster you're going, the less turning momentum you have. But you
Really?
do have the option of being able to drift, but I think that does actually make you lose speed.
Yeah, you lose speed, but it does allow you to take the corner better. For sure, for sure.
Hey, actually, did I just beat my personal best?
Your files are too powerful.
No, I just beat the personal daily best.
When did they
1
change
minute,
from
7.6 seconds.
Better?
Where did they change it from 10 megabytes to Discord?
Nothing better in the morning than snow between you.
They changed from for file size from 10 megabytes to 8 megabytes.
Oh, let's go to the Dragon Arena.
Probably because of bandwidth.
I don't feel like paying for Discord Nitro.
Son of a... I cocked up that corner.
Let's try this one, Discord. Aha, yes, this one. Because, you know, like JPEG or PNG.
I find myself having to go down to, like... Which one's the smallest? Is it JPEG or... Ah, fucking hell. No, I cocked up.
JPEG is the smallest,
Yeah, I find myself having to go down to JPEGs.
depending on how much compression rate you put on it, though. Not in a good view, but I would have to pull it out and get a better view of it.
Does it have the effect like racing you take a wider turn, you can take the corner on the inside, then back up to the outside, so you can turn less?
And I jumped over that.
Welcome
I
back,
don't understand
Gorgian.
what you mean, Minnie, so I...
If you're like on a left turn, you go on the right side. Then you turn left, so you have the left corner on their left side, and then you're back on the right wall. So that's the minimum amount of turning possible to lose momentum. So you don't turn as much, which will allow you to keep your speed.
I think I just did what you were talking about. Besides, I don't know any other way of being able to take that corner, so...
Elder dragons
Somewhat.
will be the end of us. We want nothing more than to enslave us to their bidding, subject us to their twisted whims. When we've lived out our usefulness, we'll be tossed aside by
I still need to get down there and get all the mounts. The most of the mounts I
In
can
death,
get.
we will rap upon the door of the underworld. Even there,
Just don't
I
have
don't know
internet.
why I can still hear that guy, considering he is like miles away from me.
as cruel masters will never let us go free.
Good worse.
Talk to the radio when you're pointed.
You hijacked the radio canoe, Philip. Where you at?
1 minute 8.96 on that one.
Yeah, for that first sharp turn, what I would say is, for example, like approach on the left side, so you can cut right by the second one.
Oh, so you
you'll be on the
mean,
right inside wall.
Approach that turning more on the left and
Yeah.
try and... I think that's what I was doing previously, but I found myself losing more momentum doing that.
I'm not sure how the game's momentum works. I think the
don't-
less you turn, the more momentum you can keep. You can lose speed to turn sharper.
Shit, I missed that.
Yeah, you have the right idea. Turning in least amount of time.
Nope, missed it.
Yeah, it makes it harder to hit the bubble, but
Hello,
might-
Lone Wolf.
Disappointed. I wanted pottery, not hand-woven mats.
Oh, hiya, Lone Wolf.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure because I never really used. I have not rode the Wheel yet.
Yeah, 1 minute 7.96. Yeah, like I said, current record of personal best at the moment is 1 minute 6.84.
What's the second best?
I don't know, it doesn't list them. It only lists your current personal best. And apparently even on that, I'm only ranked like 500 and something, which makes me sit there and think, how much faster do I need to be to even get into like the top 500?
There's the slightest millisecond difference.
Yeah, probably.
First sharp turn, you have the right idea. Be on the right side because the momentum carries you, slides you out. So you have the right idea there.
Yeah. Like, well, I've done this track so many times, that was just the easiest way I found of doing that. And with that particular corner that I just did, I used to slide around it, but... I had to slow down there, otherwise I wasn't going to make that corner. So that means I've lost some... Yeah. Probably would have been slightly faster if I hadn't slowed down. Oh, there's a race. Which means it's a 3-lap thing.
I would do it myself to see how it is. But, you know.
I just have to sit here and wait for 2 minutes while the race starts. Looks like it's just going to be me and probably one other person.
Those are weird things. Are those like bugs or something?
Yeah, they're roller beetles. Basically, we've got this like hover device attached to their backs.
So
And they just roll forward and we use their momentum to effectively use as a mount.
Fishing.
I'm still gonna get those the dragon one.
Dragon.
I can.
Yeah, there's a sort of a... They don't really have flying mounts in this game. They sort of have mounts that glide, but there is actually one that does sort of fly, but it's very, very limited.
Yeah.
Probably the
Oh.
ones you like going out of map and stuff.
Yeah. Because the thing with the mounts on this game is that they're more functional rather than, you know, they look, rather than them just effectively functioning the same as every other mount, but just looking slightly flashier. I.e. what they do in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where the roller beetles turned up for the first time. Everyone was just like, "Oh, hey, we can race these things." And ArenaNet caught onto that. They were just like, "Oh, hey, let's actually make these into actual races." So that's exactly what they did. Looks like I'm not the only person who knows how to do this.
I'd be surprised. Well, I guess this way you can take a look at who's in front of you and see how they take the turn.
Hello. It's fun and right places to boost.
What's this guy going to do? Yep.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
This feels pretty cool. Like it has a neon.
Yeah, they've got mount skins that are kind of in a loot box system, which I don't personally buy into, but you can select, there is another option to choose, you know, which skin you want, but it's more expensive to do that.
Do you get a boost when you jump?
No.
That's what it looks like he's doing at certain times.
Oh, you can do tricks that regen the stamina bar, but you know, I've got an ability that allows me to make that regen on its own, or regen twice as fast, so...
Yeah, I've seen you catch up to him a few times and then he pulls away. So I guess what timing. Stamina.
Not to mention there are little stamina orbs on the floor that I can pick up that refill it automatically as well. Yeah, those guys have just completely disappeared now. I'm not going to catch up with them.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is timing their boosts and the turns.
Yeah, I unfortunately can't do that because I'm not very good at this.
So it's either on a straightaway you can do it, or right after you take that turn. When you boost speed. The only type of turning I know is like Need for Speed and GTA.
Yeah. Not to mention this whole thing is momentum based, so if you're rolling down a hill, you gain more speed than you would be if you were trying to roll up a hill.
Yeah.
Hey, I finished in second apparently.
I have a feeling that neon guy was in front of you.
Yeah. I don't know how he was able to get so far ahead of me, to be perfectly honest, so...
He knew something.
I'm just gonna run one more time trial lap.
I would second somebody.
Funny thing is, the NPCs haven't even finished yet.
Hmm.
And one of the guys is actually running normally. He's like, I don't need a mount, I can run, my legs are perfectly fast enough.
Hmm. Who needs it now? I'll just run it.
I guess he's getting the exercise, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
He'll get there eventually.
I don't want to mess him back, can I? That's right.
He'll go until he's down. When he's down, he'll keep on trying to go.
Maybe he's trying to get that adrenaline high or something.
I seriously don't know how I was able to get just under 1 minute 7 seconds, and I've never been able to replicate it.
I've done that so many times in another game where you can't
Yeah.
replicate.
Same.
It's just one. You're just in the moment, and then all of a sudden you're just like, "Hold on, how did the hell did I do that?"
How the fuck did I? What? Huh? Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I've got to hang around for
I
5
did
minutes
that.
until the event actually ends before I get a reward out of it. So
See if you can find that guy if he's still around and see what he's doing.
yeah, I'm just gonna go and go around and bash a load of pinatas because these aren't going to last for much longer.
With a minor in suffering.
Was that an event?
Yeah, it ends today, so or when the reset is, which is I'm guessing like 9 AM
Kind of like
whatever time that whatever coast that this game happens to be on. So let's just run around for a few moments and grab a load of stuff. Yeah, there's one person who's trying to do that entire race on a raptor mount. It's like, yeah, you can, but if you really want to get like the gold reward time, you're gonna need the roller beetle mount for that.
I'll just do it on my raptor mount.
It's probably why they have like the bronze timer for like 4 minutes 30 seconds. But then again, I did the whole stuff with the roller beetle, got all that, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to use the mount that's actually designed for, you know, proper racing.
Yeah.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I want to bash this. I hate hate it when NPCs are standing next to things like that, and you're just like, yeah, I don't want to move out of the way, please. I am trying to bash this object. Or I'm trying to interact with something else.
Yeah. Get out of the way, I'm gonna bash you too.
Seems like you would be able to fly. Like it has the mechanics for flights, but it just doesn't allow you to.
Yeah, because the way that they've designed their maps, it's not open. It's not as open world as like World of Warcraft is. It's more each individual area is instanced.
Yep.
So.
Side taffy. What am I supposed to do with all this sticky, sugary slop?
Pardon me.
I know he's Newt Whitebear, Norn
At least
legend.
the game looks pretty cool.
I
Well
bought
animated.
Motor Sparky.
Nice.
So I just gotta wait another 2 or 3 more minutes before the event finishes so I can actually get a...
World-renowned skull.
It's a nice and fun game.
Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
There's a lot of story for the base game too. So you don't have to buy the DLC.
The best skull in Holbreck? Top
The
23.
only gaming thing I really have is the PlayStation. And then 360.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is very resource intensive, so unlike something like WoW that's got like a very basic graphic style that practically even the lowest end computer can run, this one's just like, if you try and run this on a toaster, it's not gonna work. Trust me, because I was running it on my laptop before and it struggled.
Yeah, mine would probably be like, nope, I'm turning off. Too bad.
Mine can run it, it just
Oh
takes
hey, I
like
did
10
one of the
years to
dailies and
load.
I wasn't even aware of it.
I couldn't play Team Fortress 2 on the lowest quality, so that was back then.
I didn't even realise that was one of the dailies. I was just doing this because I wanted to get the Zytaffy out of it, because once the event ends, you won't be able to get any more of it. And I'm also kind of glad that I actually saved up all the Zytaffy I had from when this event was like a one-time thing. They were just like, oh yeah, we're just doing it for a basic one-time story event. And then it never came back for several years, and they're just like, you know what, we're gonna bring it back again, and we're gonna hold it in Holbreck.
To air.
Yeah.
She'll break the fang yet.
My computer
I'm
can
not
run it,
so
it just
sure.
takes 10 years to load.
To air, she'll break the fang yet? I'm not so sure. Yeah, probably because she's dead.
Oh god.
I'm on an adventure.
Well, mine keeps on telling me there's an update for better good than it. Better good. I'm like, nope, you're not doing an update. I've tried. You stay at 0% and you don't go anywhere.
Hmm.
How old is your
Yours is
laptop?
around here.
No idea. All I know is the battery's screwed on it, so it has to be plugged in to be on.
Mine just overheats. And
Mine
and
is
I
very
have
hot,
I have
but
to
I've
set
never
it on.
had
I have to
overheating.
rest it on a couple of like old game code boxes in order just to be able to make sure there's enough airflow to it. Otherwise, it just randomly shuts off.
I have to just fold like 2 pieces of cardboard and lift up the back for better airflow. And then it gets hot.
Does your computer have a secondary fan to it, Noob? If it's
No.
a gaming laptop?
This particular laptop was literally just a store-bought one I got from like the UK equivalent of what's the kind of I suppose Best Buy in your case?
Yeah, Best Buy.
Yeah,
That's
over
what
here
I
it's like
think.
Curry's PC World. So yeah, mine was literally just a standard store-bought one where they probably don't know what they actually need to do to make sure that the machine has enough room to, you know, have enough airflow.
Where's your vent on it?
It's like on the bottom, I think.
Yeah, that's where you have to keep it up a bit, and
And that's
you'll-
normally
you'll
when you
find-
have to sort of like start buying. Why is there a cat and a block of ice?
The spirits
Oh,
of the
you
wild.
see that
welcome
there's
you.
one at the Citadel, Black Citadel.
Yeah.
Buy like a cooler for it. But you have to get one that pushes air down that up, because then that'll screw up the computer. Or no, it'll
And not to mention that they
pushes air up,
they
not suck
tightly
it out.
pack in stuff to those laptops so much that there's like barely any wiggle room. So it's hardly surprising why those things overheat so much. That, and they're usually underpowered anyway. It's like, oh, you know, they've got like this massively impressive graphics card or this massively impressive processor, but then when you actually try doing stuff with it, it's just like, well, the power of one thing is too inadequate to support the other one. Or it's that they put a really high-powered graphics card in and it's the processor can't handle it.
That's my laptop. I got a picture of an old square ass.
Statistically speaking,
ancestor.
this is rather rare.
Mine has a, what is it? Really good speakers.
And now
Well,
we
I
see
can
our character drunk.
Run a lot of stuff.
Drunk.
Oh. They have HP. So do I.
What did I just get an achievement for? Tip of the spear.
What HP laptop is that? Can't really tell.
It's an
Oh, recover all 16 Elonian weapons. Okay.
Damn it, did not want to do that. I have,
E530W. I'm not sure. I'm not good with computers.
I have an
That was
HP
about.
pavilion.
Okay, what's in the chest? What's in the chest? What's in the chest?
Getting the stuff in the chest.
Gold.
Hello, Austin Moss.
Who just screamed upon entering.
Yeah.
Smasher. Okay, so I can either go for a hammer, a pistol, a rifle. Oh, where's the shield?
I got another skin thing when I last logged in. I don't know what it was for, but I think it was cloak.
Shield's not bad looking. Rifle's kind of
Don't tell me this
fancy.
thing still has power.
I did find out I could get another ram car if I really, ram stake if I really wanted to.
You know what? I'll just
There's
take the
another
pistol.
slot for it.
Cash. Recipes for martial stats plus inscription and assorted crafting materials. There should be somebody around here to sell stuff to, and I know I'm overrunning the stream, but I want to do that.
Who cares?
Sell junk. No, I'll salvage that. That does mean I'm going to have to create a new Mystic salvaging kit.
Oh, fun times. We're halfway through mine so far.
Yeah, and it's the annoying fact, I can't remember where I got all these Mystic Forge Stones from, but whatever it was doesn't give them out anymore.
Until we converse again.
And
Oh,
now
okay.
the only way I can buy them
Forge
is through the gem store. So once I've run out of Mystic Forge Stones, that's it. I can't make any more Mystic salvaging kits.
Ah, so annoying.
Yeah.
Getting healthy.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to cart around like multiple versions of the same salvaging kit just to be able to salvage stuff. Or I just wait until I finish a particular run of something and then salvage it. But anyway, folks, I'm going to end the stream here because one, I need to go get lunch, and second, I just need to take a break from the whole Source Filmmaker thing that just gave me a headache. So badly.
Fun times.
So, yeah. Anyway, folks, I will be back on later over on Twitch for the evening stream, so I hope to see you all there. But in the meantime, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Say goodbye, Spirit.
Bye.
And say goodbye, Minnie.
Goodbye.